It is hot, the fan is on, my hair is damaged, and my makeup is a mess. So, you know what? Let's do this. Hi, my name is Sarah. I am an Italian mom living in the US. I am making the best of it. I have a 1-year-old son and a daughter on the way, which explains why I'm so puffy and so low on energy. But you know what, I'm about to enter my 3rd trimester, and I thought I might as well start a YouTube channel now before she gets here and before my 3rd trimester hits, where I'm so exhausted. So I might as well just get the ball rolling and do this. So in my family, we are very passionate about keeping the Italian culture within our family. I speak Italian to my son. Yes, I am Italian. For my Italian friends living overseas, io sono italiana e vengo da Roma. It's been really hard. I experienced culture shock, which I'm still dealing with. It caused a lot of problems that I'm actually going to therapy for it. That's how bad it was. Things did not go as planned. Life just sort of happened, but I couldn't be any happier, and here I am. So a little bit about myself, a little story about my life. I moved to the US when I was 17. I moved to the inland Northwest, and so the temperature, the culture, the food, it was all so different. It was all so weird. I'm actually going to make a video about how I coped with my culture shock and how I'm still coping with it today. But everything was so hard. It was really hard for a 17-year-old who grew up in such a privileged life in a beautiful country with a lot of culture and a lot of great food. Just a little messed up right now. I went from a private American school system in Rome to a public American school system in a small city in the US, where culture is still sort of coming here. I mean, I'm starting to notice more and more people from different countries coming here. But when I first moved here, there were no Italians. There's still no Italians, but it's getting a little better, and I am a lot happier now. I go back to Italy every now and then, but now with a toddler and a baby on the way, I'm not going to be going to Italy for quite a while, so it does make me a little sad to think about that. But me and my fiance, who is an American, and we are very, very passionate about keeping the Italian culture alive in our family. I cook a lot of Italian foods, but it's not really easy to find Italian foods here. I have to go to a grocery store, and it's not actually the cheapest place because they have to import it from Italy. So yeah. So like I said, I decided to start a YouTube channel because I've always been a very creative person. I've always wanted to be creative. I've always wanted to live my life as a creative person. It's just that I never had the time or the opportunity or the motivation. But now that my daughter's on the way, I figured, you know what, let's get this started now and really get things going. And then so I can get into the habit of doing this by the time she's born, and things will get done. I mean, it won't be easy, but I have decided to do this. It's something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time, so let's get this going. Now, I recently moved to a new apartment, so this place is boring. There's no decorations, there's nothing interesting, but it's home for now. And I have boxes right over there that are still to be unpacked because I've been so exhausted from the move, from the pregnancy, we just got back from a trip to Italy, and it was all the way in March, but I'm still tired from that. The jet lag lasted a long time. So what I'm passionate about is bringing Italian culture within parts of the US, especially where it's not really alive yet. And it is very hard to not know anybody who speaks Italian. I think there's one lady here who speaks Italian, like somewhere in the city. She's an Italian teacher, but I've never met her. I've heard that she's actually like in her 50s or something, so she's not somebody I probably would relate to very much. But as many of my fellow Italians know, well, fellow Italians that don't live in Italy know, it is very, very hard to leave such a rich culture with such amazing food and family and all of that behind to find a life that we want for ourselves. And when you leave that culture behind, it's really hard on you. So like I said, I will make a video on culture shock and how I coped with it. Really, it's going to be about how I coped with it. Everybody copes with it differently. Maybe some of the things that I did may not be a good idea for other people to follow. So that's why I'm gonna say how I coped with it. So Italian families everywhere, let's hope that this happens. Let's hope that I stay motivated for this. I will have my Instagram information in the description box below. I just started that one too. I do have a private Instagram, but it's just for family and friends. But I do have a public Instagram. It's called Italian Fam Life as well, and it is a lot of pictures of me and my family, and you know, having fun and all that. You know, but that's reality. But it's a lot of fun. We enjoy going out and all that. I know this video is going to be super short. It is my first video. I'm suck at editing. I'm still learning. I really want to learn because this is something I've actually been very passionate about for a long time, something that I've wanted to try for a long time. So I'm sorry if the audio is bad, if the video is bad. I'm filming this on my iPhone because that's all I have to film on. That's all I have to use audio for. And the fan is on, so that's probably interfering a lot with the sound, but it is really, really, really hot in here, and I am pregnant, so I have to keep that in mind. I am thinking about talking about my pregnancy journey as well, and maybe vlog about the day I go into labor. I know there's a lot of labor and delivery vlogs out there, so probably not, but it will be a lot of, I am going to have a lot of fun with this, and I am excited. So thank you for listening, and bye!